Hey everybody, it's Bobo the Vulture, and it's time for more Let's Play Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. We are doing more backtracking, as is the theme of Castlevania games. In some point or another. There's always a part of a Castlevania game where you gotta go back. Well, at least since Symphony of the Night. That has pretty much been the thing.
Oh yes, you love backtracking. Or at least you did.
Yeah, no, sorry. Everybody loves backtracking. We can destroy ectoplasm quickly, so we must be one of the slime busters. Just like, oh darn, I'm forgetting the name of... I actually had this stuck in my head the other day. The name of the African-American Ghostbuster from the original Ghostbusters films. Novia, if every time one of those Axe Knights came up to me and said, "Let me ask you something," I'd be spending all of my days and nights dealing with them. Yeah, Winston. No, not the name of the not the name of the character. I was thinking of the name of the actor. Yeah, he helped the Super Mario Brothers as part of the Slime Busters. Because of course they couldn't call him a Ghostbuster, but part of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. That's why I don't mind mentioning it during a Let's Play, because it definitely has important things to do with the history of video games. Let's go ahead and take an elevator. There's it. Nope. We keep going up here. Keep looking up. So keep looking up as we continue to climb. The elevator was much more, had more impact. Yeah, it had, it was more of a fun ride. Maybe not quite as long of a ride. It wasn't a long fun ride. It was just a fun ride. What is the lightning holy water? Oh, that's right, it's this thing. That's potentially interesting and useful. Gonna go ahead and save, because why not? Although this does not appear to be a breakable concrete wall. But we tried it out. I was really thinking it might be, because if it were breakable, this would be our route back into the western side of the castle, where we originally started in Castle A, that we haven't been able to get to. So, Piano Keys wonders, if the Super Mario Bros. Super Show were a current day show on TV, what celebrities would they have as guests? Well, I mean, never mind that. Who would they cast as Super Mario, due to the unfortunate passing of Captain Lou Albano? And, sad to say, I actually don't know the fate of the actor who played Luigi on the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Alright, this one does not have a concrete wall either, but that's okay. This is the way that we learn. Nick Offerman as Mario. Holy shit, that would be amazing, although he's not really... I've never heard Nick Offerman do an Italian guy. And it's pretty clear that, like, you know, Mario is supposed to be like an Italian or perhaps Italian-American plumber. Nick Offerman, I've never really heard try and do that sort of a character. It would be pretty interesting, though. Alright, so that was unfortunately something of a bust. We can still go over and see whether or not that save room on the... oh my! That would be awesome. We can still see whether or not that that save room on the far left, that's sort of just a nub sticking off of that downward passage, whether or not that had a concrete barrier on it, and I just didn't know to try it. Joe Pesci as Mario and Robert De Niro as Luigi. They've really got a serious budget on this new reboot of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. It's a labor of love, that's true. You know that both of those guys have serious devotion to the Super Mario Bros. Super Show as a concept. Bradley Cooper as Mario and Kanye West as Luigi. Why the F not? Got out of there just in time to avoid that that bone toss. That's right, continue doing my diving attack, or my sliding attacks. Yeah, I know, that was a smooth bone dodge, right? Bean seems to be amused by the phrase bone dodge. I don't think I've gotten any new furniture, but just in case, let's check on my room. Oh, I have putting some... I do have some furniture to put. Let's see if we can recognize what... Oh, I got a Lucky Cat statue at some point that I didn't remember. Hello, Lucky Cat. You hang out with the Tanuki here. Back to the real game. Decorating this one room for no reason. There's the pretty vase. I remember picking that up. The old-fashioned radio, which is, of course, technology from a distant future. We've got a hunting trophy up here. Oh man, if I just jump at the just the right height, I can pretend to be oh dang. Can't believe I'm forgetting the name of the hunter character from Lucha Underground, who's also just kind of a big old country boy, apparently. Oh, that's really bothering me. Did I show the skeleton transformation, the giant bone of doom in Circle of the Moon? I forget. King Cuerno, thank you. Who also has this just like sort of good old-fashioned, got really nice white walls on it too, but one time, apparently right before he had like this huge match in a cage, he just was apparently still driving up 15 minutes before the show, at least according to the way that the show was playing out. He appeared to just be showing up like just before the match was going to happen. Didn't really bother to, you know, get himself ready, leave himself any time to sort of stretch or warm up. None of that. He just decided he was going to show up, rolling in pretty smooth-looking vintage pickup. Spear! Spear! I know I did a slide, but he is a skeleton spear, so it was on the spear. So there you go. Now, interestingly enough, traveling through here is reminding me of the fact that last time we were through here, I was discussing bitterly whether or not I needed to buy a PS3 version of Fallout 3 in order to reboot the LP that I'd done of that I already had like 100 plus videos in. But that my copy of Fallout 3 for PC does not seem to be working on any of the PCs that I own. That's right. Warm-ups are for chumps. Pros just drive in style. And also the King Cuerno is wearing a big old cowboy hat and like, you know, one of those Western style embroidered shirts with the like pointy pockets and the little like pearl inlays in the pockets. I mean, he was owning it, and like, you know, it's something that I guess you don't necessarily think about as just some typical merc and whatever, but like, yeah, like cowboy culture, big part of Mexico as well, because a lot of what we consider the Old West now was a lot of what they considered the Old West too. So it's a shared culture, you see. Alright, where do we need to head from here? Need to keep heading to the left. Actually, no, that is incorrect. We need to move up here. To, more of the Land of Bones and Skulls. What does the Axe Crash do? Oh, that's right. It's sort of a, just an individual taser of death. So far, I'm not really impressed with any of the new, lightning magic abilities. Majesty King Cuerno. So let's keep hightailing it through the... There you go, just use my karate moves on everybody. That's a way more effective technique for just blowing through areas that you are sort of leveled past needing to worry about. And this is, of course, the music of the original area. No, this one does not have concrete behind it either. Well, let's save anyways, just because we've been running around getting some, you know, travel accomplished. Years of planning ruined! Alright. I may as well again look up here and see whether... Ooh, monies. So here's another place if for some reason you were attempting to grind for cash, you could just come back and forth. Never really found money to be a big problem in the game. And again, it's just, this is the area of Mr. Question, Question, Question. There are 3 question marks in this corner, which would seem to indicate some kind of amazing mystery going on, but we certainly don't have any answers about it. We haven't seen the merchant in a while either, so who needs money? Well, I mean, we could go find the merchant anytime we wanted, but I don't think he has any new items. Let's take a look at our relics. I don't believe I have the Griffin's Wing. That is probably the thing that I'm missing. Well, in addition to some of these relics of Dracula. That's the thing, like, I guess Maxim was supposed to have collected some of the relics of Dracula, and that was what was making him, like, basically split his personality and go crazy or something like that. I want to say something witty about this, but this just seems wrong. You purchased Bobo the Vulture for $4.99. Well, you know what? If you promise to take good care of me, feed me, let me go out a couple times a day or whatever, guess I'll be alright. Also, you probably have to take in Bean, too. Kind of a package deal at this point. Oh yeah, the Griffin's Wing, from just by the name of it, I can tell, well yes, clearly this is an item we need to be able to like hop, you know, super high, go different places. It's down at the bottom of Castle B, which we are in. So is it something that we can reach using a breakable, what do you call it? I'm making a circle. Concrete wall. Cause yeah, if I had the supposedly it's where that yellow warp is. You're talking about the... Let me look at these super confusing maps again. Well, I was going to head toward that warp anyway. Well, no, actually I was going to head toward the other one, because I was thinking I would try and go into Castle A and see whether there are any concrete walls behind save rooms there. And that would allow us to break into... I guess there's only one save room that you could really do that with over there. And it looks like the way you're supposed to get in there is using a super jump. Suck on that, bone throwers. Ow! Alright, there was no reason to come this way other than to make the bone throwers suck on that. That was more bone than he could handle. Bone jokes, everybody. Ah, Castle A. We have not been able to get down here in Castle A yet. That is part of our problem. Pun Master Novia. We haven't been able to get down here using, Well, now wait a second. We were able to get to... Let's take a look at Castle B. We were able to get through to this doorway in Castle B. Okay, I see an area that... Well, yeah, we can't explore... Oh, never mind. No, no, no. I was looking at the... If you can sort of see the area where we have a bunch of cyan that meets up with green, and it looks like it's touching, but I remember what the details of that room were, and that's the reason we can't see any of that. The reason it doesn't appear on this map is just because the maps are incomplete. Alright. Let's try backtracking to Castle A, shall we? Just is an interior designer, not a cartographer, and he's certainly not a stellar cartographer, which is why Jean-Luc Picard will not fall in love with him. That's right. Today is apparently just the day I'm going to continue to make reference to old episodes of TNG. Well, I guess technically all episodes of TNG are old at this point. Your cartographer is making the maps. Cartographer taking no craps. Is there a way to look at the keys I have? I don't possess any keys. I mean, this may be part of my problem. Let's take a look at the items here. Turkeys, uncursed, medicine jar. Have a couple of castle maps. Have a couple of hint cards. The hint cards weren't seeming to help us very much. Oh yeah, God boy. Talking to everybody, telling everybody they're gophers. TNG nostalgia is getting intense. Tell me, young man, do you like dessert? Bean stops for a moment to tell us that she does like dessert. Like, I like dessert too. More's the pity. Can't have all the desserts all the time. There are no cars on the road right now? Too many. Guys, get off the roads. We have a giant bulldozer plow. Oh, so the bulldozer decided to just go screw off? That just left the plow behind? That would be the thing that you would think you would really want in this sort of a situation. Oh boy. Taking a joyride. Well, I tell you what. Ald was suggesting that there... I just slid underneath a bone spider, right through its legs. Also, these guys. Well, you know how we used to defeat these guys. Oh, I would have to, I'd have to actually unequip this particular weapon. Oh yeah, there's nothing happening right up here other than a really creepy looking face. Puking bone spiders are a pain. I don't think I've encountered any that puke, or if they have, I've killed them before they could puke at me. So I guess I feel good about that. Ouch. Yeah, there he goes, trying to bug himself through the wall. But this time, I did not get fooled. That's what happens when you rush through this world. You lose track of what particular direction you're supposed to have taken at any given moment. And you just skirt yourself along till you reach a dead end. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's pretty fun. So adorable. Boba needs to kill them for fun now. What, the bone spiders? You guys need to back off. They were not taking the hint. Alright, so what if I come over here to where Ald was saying the feather is, even though on our map it appears to be a warp room. Oh no, he was saying we need to do it in... Oh wait, what is this item? A bangle! We got an iron bangle, you guys! This cloak is the wind. It is a wrist protector. So, maybe we could hide a weapon in there. Kaisa Knucker. Yeah, there's not much else going on here. I know, you regret missing that one iron bangle. And that was certainly the thing that eventually prevented me from completing that series. I knew it was going to be an incomplete run because you missed an iron bangle. Alright. Let's keep running.
Bangality.
Hey buddy, quit hurting me. So, Curse does not seem to be nearly as bad a thing as it was in other Castlevania games, considering I can still attack people. Personally, my favorite Bangles hit was Eternal Flame. Or was that the Bangles? Jeez, I hope so, now that I said that. I know a lot of people like Walk Like an Egyptian, but... yeah, it doesn't drain your mana, it doesn't drain your mana, it doesn't prevent you from attacking, which is what I remember doing in Symphony of the Night. Curse Light. Brought to you by Coca-Cola. Oh man, you don't even want to know about Curse Zero. That's got the same great taste. Yeah, I didn't want the cross anyway. I thought that was going to be what was happening there. Just non-stop running these guys through. These days it's all just cursed with ginseng and guarana, taurine. Oh yeah, it's stuff from bull testicles. Alright, you don't need to have any fire, Scarecrow. You'll just hop harmlessly over me. I guess that's okay. Sorry, Siren. That seems very suspicious that there's just a blank space over here. And looks like room for a room over there. And yet there doesn't seem to be... Oh, is that the place where... No. Worst of all, Stevia. Of course, if we went this way, we would find the gateway to the other castle. But we don't want to take that gateway. Map says nothing is in that corner. Well, that's insane. Why would you just have a hole in the world like that? Alright, Scarecrow, you've bested me. I could tell he wasn't going to give up that corner of the platform very easily, so I figured, you know, just hit him with some magic, why not? What's the use of devastating magic like this if you don't... Okay, thank you, double jumping, for almost but not quite getting me up to where I need to be. There's an item past the Gross Legion boss that supposedly can open some locked doors. I don't remember seeing that. Now, the Gross Legion boss, you're talking about MK. We did get MK's bracelet. We do have MK's bracelet. Okay. So what is the story with MK's bracelet? Given to Juste by Maxim as a memento. Well, how the hell am I supposed to know that does anything? I guess it has a very sort of plotty sounding... That cloak has a high resistance to wind. What if I replaced MK's bracelet with that? Defense would go down by 8 points. Whatever. Door all the way at the top can supposedly be opened with that. Oh no, is that the door that can open Dracula's chamber? I don't want to defeat Dracula yet. We haven't explored enough of the world. Though if I were going to do that, I would want to go to the other castle. Oh, maybe up there is where you fight whatever this game's equivalent of the Dark Priest shaft is. Man, Axe and Aces is completely down with the new Sweetener news. Anybody that needed to find out some new information about now, one scarecrow always manages to escape. Well, let's go ahead and make the hop through here and spank ourselves because we're so nutty. Nutty, nutty. Painfully familiar with the new sweeteners. Well, that was pretty sweet, guys. It's a pretty sweet deal. They all taste like bad. Yeah. I find that Splenda works all right for tea, which is pretty much what I end up using things for. Oh, tea, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
I'm busy.
You're busy? If I made tea, would you want some?
Yeah, but I'm very busy right now.
Okay. I'm going to make some tea. I'm going to stop and make some tea, folks. And when we come right back after that, we are going to attempt to use this MK bracelet that we've had for videos now and just did not know that it was a magical item that would open up portals to us. So I'm going to take a tea break. I will throw up... I will throw up. But no, actually I'm going to break for YouTube as well. So show you later. Catch you later, YouTube.